body bags where horror lies.
Hello and welcome to Body Bags. My name is James and I'm your Sunday night reviewer. And to bring the end of the healthcare theme week, I went the route of a hospital but an asylum with The Asylum. So this is Roy Ward Baker's Amicus anthology. And it's a classic. It's from 1972 and it's one of my favourites. We have 4 stories and a wraparound for this with some great actors in this one. What's his name? Something Humphreys, I think, was how did I forget his name? Yeah, he does iconic illustrations and he thought he did a fantastic approach with this. The one that in the US, was it Severin that released this? I think it's the original cover that was with the Severin release. But yeah, so we have actors like Peter Cushing, Patrick McGee, Herbert Lam, Britt Eklund. There's a lot of different people in this. Yeah. Well, jumping into it. So our wraparound story, we have a young doctor, a psychiatrist. So he's going to this hospital and he's going to be replacing Dr. Starr, I think the name is, who is, I think he's retiring or something. But anyway, he goes to meet him. But we have a Dr. Rutherford there, an associate of Dr. Starr. And basically there's a test for him. Unfortunately, Dr. Starr has become a little insane, we can say, and he is now a patient. So the little test that we have for our doctor is to find out which one Dr. Starr is. So with our 4 stories, the first one is basically dismemberment. We have this couple. This guy is having an affair. His wife is super rich and she will not divorce him. She's into voodoo and black magic and stuff like that. From her time just randomly and very broadly living in Africa, as she put it. So obviously back in this time, which means that can be, you just cast the voodoo spell on an entire continent. Ignorance, it makes sense there, I guess. Well, I think just things are just very different today how it was back there. But anyway, she basically gets dismembered, hacked to small pieces and put into her new gift, which was a fridge. But of course, being as one of these, all the body parts come back to life, all wrapped in this brown paper to make this kind of noise where everything's moving. And they attack him and they attack her. So basically the woman, she survived. She has all these axe marks on her face, and it's so he, like I said, he's got to try and figure out which one Dr. Starr is. So if she was in fact Dr. Starr. Anyway, we go to the next one. So we have this kind of old school tailor that he makes suits. I don't know where he's from. There's some European country. The actor who's trying to imitate, he's working with his wife. Well, she just obviously lives there. He's the tailor. And basically they're very hard up on money. They need to pay their rent. He doesn't have the money, but he takes this job from Peter Cushing to make this suit with this very strange material, and you have to make it at these very strange times with very strict instructions. But we find out that there's this book, kind of this necromancy book, and this suit is to basically bring the dead back to life. Cushing can't pay for the suit. He says he would. He has no money. He spent all of his wealth on this book. But money will come to him at some point. But obviously our tailor can't wait. There's a bit of a scuffle and he dies. So he takes the suit back. He steals the book. So yeah, he's checking the book out. He tells his wife to go and burn the suit. But don't mention anything because obviously there's an accident. He killed him. but she puts the suit on this dummy that they have. Can't remember what she calls it now. And so he tells her what happened. She's like freaking out. She's like, I gotta tell the police, we can't live with this. And he starts to attack her. And then the mannequin, the dummy, starts to attack him. So yeah, he's the one that's in the asylum, and he's telling all this, that there's this killer dummy roaming around the streets of London. So then we go to the next one, which is Lucy. Well, we have this young woman. Oh, what's her name? Can't remember. English actress. She's well, it is Amicus. She's basically just come out of hospital, and she has like a nanny at this home that she's not really happy with. The husband's just brought her back out of hospital, and she has like this imaginary friend. Basically, she has split personality. And the imaginary friend is Brick Eklund. And basically, it's quite a simple story, this. Like, she goes on a bit of a killing spree with the husband and the nanny, and when she's trying to explain, when the doctor first goes in, she's like, are you a lawyer? I need a lawyer. I don't need a doctor. Yeah, she doesn't realise that she has split personality. Kind of much more straightforward, that story, I think. And then the last one is this killer doll. So this is the Patrick McGee one, which is not Patrick McGee, Herbert Lom. Patrick McGee is Rutherford. So you get some pretty big actors in this. And Herbert Lom, so he can transfer himself into these dolls that he makes, basically. And we don't really get the backstory with this one, because our young doctor, he's like, look, was it Robert Powell, I think the young doctor is. He comes out, he's like, I want to see Rutherford. So during all these interactions, we have the orderly. And so he's helping, he's kind of explaining all of the patients, who they are and sort of thing. So he's the kind of the one who's letting him into all the rooms and that. So she explains to the orderly that he wants to go and see Rutherford now. So he duly obliges. So when he's doing the rounds afterwards, when our young doctor and Rutherford are having conversations, Herbert Lom actually, he transfers into this doll that he's made. And this doll goes for a wander. Like, the orderly's opening all the doors and giving the patients their food, so he actually escapes this doll and goes into the office and kills Rutherford in front of the young doctor, which is kind of crazy. So he stomps on this robot and it kills Herbert Lom, his character, and kind of crushes him to death. So when he's like transferred over to it, it's like what happens to the doll happens to him, and you see there's these living bits inside this doll. So it's kind of like, it's quite fun. And then he has to make his decision. I won't kind of give the kind of away who it was, Dr. Starr, in the end, but let's just say it doesn't end too well for our young doctor. And at the very end of the movie, so he was contacted to come here as an opening. So we see another young doctor going for an interview. So it's Dr. Starr. He's obviously getting people to come in and basically killing them. He's a maniac killer. But anyway, that's the run through of Asylum. Really, truly great Amicus production here. Big fan of anthologies, so obviously I'm going to love something like this. I kind of love most. I don't think there's any of the Amicus anthologies that I don't really enjoy. Older ones or brand new anthologies that we have coming out. Kind of enjoy them all. Like The Mortuary, for example, came out a couple of years ago. Fantastic anthology. But anyway, that's the end of this. I can't speak. The end of the review. Hope you guys enjoyed the week, and I'll catch you next week. Thank you. Bye bye.